Hello and welcome to the Under the Cowl of MS Podcast, Thursday podcast. Bill Meister's hanging out with us. Uh, Nothing too exciting going on this week because I screwed up and thought I had one more day till October started. And I obviously forgot that there's 30 days in September, not 31. So I'm a little behind on all that stuff that I had planned on getting out, but I'm still getting it out. Not that far behind. I got everything out I wanted to get out yesterday. Today I already posted a comic book review of a Halloweenish style comic. So you can check those out. Got two of them out so far. And I plan on doing one every day of the month of October. Single comic review of a horror Halloweenish type comic. It could be adult, it could be kid friendly, whatever. And I got a good variety of things that I will be reading and talking about. And I don't have a comic today for the comic shout out because of all the comics that I've been reading. I did a bulk review that will come out in the next couple days, probably, of all the comics I had read up to October 1st, so I could get on the Halloween style comics, even though a lot of stuff I do read does represent horror related stuff. But yeah, I went and did my laundry today, and now I'm back, and I gotta get more things ready for the wife. She's taking off, going back to see her family, and so I gotta take her to the train station tomorrow and everything, and just a crazy week. But I am trying to get stuff done. A few fun things in the mail that I couldn't do unboxings for, but you'll see them if you follow along on my Halloween shows, my October shows. You'll see some stuff that I picked up, uh, and lots of other fun stuff from the past. If you don't know about it, or if you've been missing out on it, oh, is your ear bugging you again? Let me get it. I'm gonna put fluid in it. Uh, what was I just talking about? I can't remember. Uh, I don't know. Spaced it. Brain fart. But yeah, I haven't. As far as watching shows and stuff, it's like I'm still watching like season 1 of Master Chef Australia. I like all the people cooking in that first season, and I like how they've milked it for quite some time. It's a long season. They had people that they brought back. They had more people that they brought back. They had a bunch of different contests that they ended up not kicking someone off for and stuff. So the season lasted way longer than I expected it to. But I'm hooked on it, so all I'm really watching is that and old Scooby Doo's in the morning. Uh, oh yeah, that's right. I did make a cup of coffee when I got home, but it is super hot, so we won't worry about that. All right, that's not safe. That's probably gonna slide right off my desk. But if you like to draw, or if you're just starting to draw, or you want to be part of something to draw, uh, friend at Hot Wing of Justice, Brian, is doing October again. He did it last year, where he gave a cue for every day of the month, and then you just draw a picture related to that word or phrase or cue, whatever. and day one was green. So I made my version of kind of a crossover of Savage Dragon, a chicken, and the Hulk. Just Savage Chicken Hulk or something like that, I called it. Hulk Chicken. But yeah, that was my first days because I didn't, like I said, I was behind a day. So I just whipped that up quick. And then I got today's uh, theme word is origin. And then the rest of them are day 3 is time, day 4 is play, day 5 is music, day 6 is light, day 7 is show, day 8 is tonight, day 9 is count, the 10th is makeup, 11th is dress, 12 is write, 13 is raise, 14 is menu, 15 is grouch, 16 is muppet, 17 is curtain, 18 is start, 19 is celebration, 20 is sensation, 21 is magic, 22 is inspiration, 23 is guest, 24 is star, 25 is watch, 26 is rock, 27 is friends, 28 is street, 29 is babies, 30 is band, and 31 is monster. So many of the cues this year are related to Muppets. I mean, you could do Muppet Babies, Muppet stuff, Grouch, Oscar the Grouch for Sesame Street. I mean, there's so many Muppet related ones. This one's really hard for me because I have a plan to follow off of season 1, and it's kind of hard to do with season 2. I wish I would have been asked some words or phrases to use for certain days since I made it all the way through last season's. I would have, there's a few that I would have liked to have put up that would have been more related to what I'm doing, but the thing I'm kind of playing off of is it only really works for 2 seasons. So, sorry, I'm peeling the stuff off the paper. The edge stuff driving me nuts. I can't stand. I gotta pull it off. It's like popping the little air bubbles. You gotta pop. Uh, but yeah, there's some days that I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do or come up with. So we'll see if I make it through this whole season. Not sure. I got high hopes. Do it again, but we will just have to see what happens. The only things that could show off are things that are going to ruin other stuff, so I don't want to do that. So I guess we're going to make this a short one today. We will talk about another one of the 100 most important comics of all time. Last week it was Amazing Fantasy number 13 or 15. Yep, 15. And today is Showcase number 4. Showcase has been developed as a sort of tryout book for DC. The characters would be introduced, and if things went over well, they would get their own series, with the Martian Manhunter going over reasonably well in Detective Comics. It was decided to test out a new superhero in Showcase. Then it occurred to the editors at DC, why create a new hero when you've got plenty of good ones still lying around? Looking back to the golden age, DC's most popular character Behind Batman and Superman, of course, was the Flash. When a contest was held to decide which of the All-American heroes would be next to receive his own title, the Flash had outdistanced his colleagues such as Green Lantern and the Spectre. Fastest man alive may have fallen out of fashion when superheroes went out of vogue in the 1950s, but he still seemed like a great bet for revival. But they weren't content to just serve up the same old Flash anymore. The decision was made to make a new Flash, someone more modern and up to date. In the comics tradition, of course, Barry Allen was a policeman, but poor Slowpoke Allen was never quite able to make. Sorry, there's something bugging me. But poor Slowpoke Allen was never quite able to make it to the hot scene in time. So he settled for a life as a police scientist. That is, until a freak bolt of lightning shattered a rack of chemicals and Barry Allen was caught in the resulting mess. Suddenly, Pokey Policeman Allen was the fastest man alive. Actually, it was later revealed that the lightning bolt which imbued Allen and later his sidekick Wally West with their special powers was actually Barry Allen himself. He did not actually die during the crisis, but instead moved so fast he exceeded the speed of light according to the laws of physics. Any item traveling faster than the speed of light will appear to move backward in time, bringing Barry Allen back to the point where he gained his powers, and he made certain it happened again. Not only did they change the origin of the original Flash to a much more acceptable one, but they made other incredible changes to the character. His costume was sleeker, more closely resembling the fighter pilots, who at the time were the epitome of speed. He picked up a sidekick, Wally West, Kid Flash, who would later take up the name of Flash when Barry Allen disappeared forever. His rogues gallery was possibly the most amiable group of villains a hero could ever face. A gang that even got together at parties to discuss their mutual enemy. For the first time since the fall of superheroes in the 1950s, a brand new hero exploded into action as a cover feature at DC Comics. After a few appearances in Showcase, he was turned loose in his own book. The resurrection and revamping of the Flash concept was such a huge success that Green Lantern followed soon after. Then Hawkman and the Atom. The revival of Golden Age heroes led to the revival of the Golden Age team, and so the Justice Society of America became the Justice League of America suddenly. Seeming out of nowhere, superheroes came back into style, except this time they stayed. The success of The Flash and later the other Silver Age heroes led to a renaissance of the superhero subgenre. Next thing you know, other publishers were trying to get in on the act, like the upstarts over at Marvel Comics. Flash burst out of the cover of Showcase number 4, and at the same time, superheroes followed suit, bursting out of whatever cage they had been locked in during the 50s. He moved with lightning speed, and so did the industry, with new characters appearing with incredible quickness. When the Flash ran, he broke the sound barrier. The barrier for superheroes was down. and nothing has ever been able to put it back up. The Flash was based on Hermes, messenger of the gods. This Flash also brought a message: superheroes are back. Ooh, we got some big ones coming up that we may know of more. Yeah. I'm not a huge Flash fan, but I did enjoy what I have read of the Flash. And of course, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on that. Yeah, that was our little important comic of all time segment. I'm really just don't have anything. I thought I was gonna have some Halloween stuff prepped for the Thursday show that started off October. But yeah, I'm just so far behind. It's like I'm just trying to run around, get everything done for the wife so she's got a safe trip and get that taken care of, and then I can start working on stuff here again. We did get the YouTube room painted upstairs. The wife and I did it this past Sunday, which is nice. That's done. Now I can clean it up and start putting stuff up there that I want up there so I can start doing some shows up there. Although I couldn't get my phone to work good, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. I do have a little booster plug in for upstairs, and that room's right above here, which right behind my chair is the main Spectrum unit. So hopefully it'll go over good with that. And I'm wishing I could find my tiny laptop because I'd like to have one that I could leave upstairs. So I don't have to haul this one back and forth every time I go to do a video upstairs. We'll have to see what happens, see if I come across that. Well, the wife is gone because while she's gone, I can just unload boxes, leave shit lay everywhere, and not have to worry about it. Other than the cat going through and knocking everything over that's in his way. He'll be mad that he can't run around as much. I don't know why he doesn't go upstairs. The upstairs is almost empty. Go crazy up there. He's got a little cat tower and stuff, and he's got a litter box up there. But even when we go up there, he doesn't follow us up there. So we'll have to get him used to it. We do have the step in now finally, so we can go. I can go from inside the house right upstairs. Got the railing put on the staircase and all that, so I'm happy with all that. That industrial refrigerator freezer we got. I don't know what was up with it last night, but it was making some really loud, strange noises for a long time. So I did have the refrigerator freezer upstairs that the renter had that I told someone they could have for their uh, cottage up north. But now I'm debating if I want to let it go because this thing breaks. I might have to bring that one down. But elsewhere, Xbox wise, I tried one game out that I bought, and I can't remember. It's like a after D-Day type game, but you start out during the training part as yourself, but once you get through the training, then they want you to join up with others to play, and I don't have Game Pass anymore, so I'm not allowed to play with others. I don't work and play well with others anyways, I've been told by past bosses. That's why they made me supervisor, foreman, or manager all the time because I was a strict prick to work for. Nah, my friends that worked for me said they'd never work for me again. But we always got the job done, and if we had to work late, I bought the first few rounds of drinks afterward for everybody. So yeah, it was hard on them, but we had to get the trailers filled because when we were running not so much when I was doing the truss plant, that those could go out on certain days. But when we were running the door plant, we had shipments going out every day, and those shipments had to be packed the night before and making all the stuff fresh. All the door jams, the doors, putting the glass in, setting everything up. We had to get those orders completed by the end of the day. What you gonna do? Gonna get it done, and if you guys start slacking off, I'm gonna get a little cranky because I want to get the hell out of here and go to the bar and have a drink. It's like, let's goof off when we're done with work instead of goofing off when we're at work. Get the job done and go party and forget about it. That's the way my philosophy worked, but apparently that bothered some people because they said they wouldn't work for me ever again. And they all equally admitted we got our shit done and over with, but I don't fool around. As we found out when my brother and I sat there and opened 7 bar restaurants, we had started out with just a sports bar that we added a kitchen to and a dining room to. Uh, Basically turned a $40,000 a year business into a $400,000 or $80,000 a year business into a $400,000 a year business within 1 year by adding the kitchen on and all that stuff. Uh, and then I wanted to sell, grab another business, fix it up, sell, just go like that. My brother, on the other hand, decided let's open as many things as we can and hopefully turn our business into a franchise. I was bummed about our frozen pizza line. I still may do that in the future if I can figure a way to make it simpler. But yeah, it just was so much to do it with all the regulations and everything out there. So, and we could do it in the state, but I wanted it federal. I wanted to go throughout the United States with our product. We had an excellent pizza. I would have to come up with a completely whole new made from scratch sauce because the sauce combination I used and the little ingredients I added to it, I can't find half the stuff anymore. So I would have to make my own from scratch, and that's no problem. I know pretty much what were the key elements, ingredients that I really enjoyed that made our sauce just stand out. It was just awesome. Uh, so maybe in the future, and try and get something like that going again. Maybe once my brother quits cooking and stuff like that, maybe we could sit there and just rent a place to make frozen pizzas and see how it goes. And then you can add our other lines of foods that we wanted to do. Uh, but yeah, we had that place. Then we opened up the little bar downtown for the regulars, the old timers, basically the people that walk into the bar and next round's on me. Doesn't matter who's in the bar. Every time a person comes in, they buy the next round. It's always a nice, fun atmosphere. Then we had 2 tech schools. We had their cafeteria. We had 3 golf courses that we had their restaurant, dining area, uh, catering business. We had the steakhouse in a town about 5 to 7 miles from our original bar restaurant. And then we also opened a sports bar in that town just down the road from the steakhouse. I just overdid it. And when you have that many places, people rob you blind, your workers. And that's pretty much what happened. And it's like, why he even had to pay for someone to do the finances was beyond me, because I was taking care of all of them perfectly fine and showing him everything, going through everything with him. And then he had to hire some girl, and I don't know where she disappeared to. And as soon as our businesses got shut down because taxes weren't paid by her, and other things happened, and yeah, she just disappeared off the face of the earth. So I'm guessing she collected enough money to go move, whereas our employees kept bringing their paychecks to us saying the banks couldn't cash them. It just, yeah, it was a nightmare. I don't know why I got on this rant either, but why did I get on a rant? I don't know. My MS brain today is all over the place, but I miss it. I miss the atmosphere. I miss the building the business up. I miss making my daily recipes and menus and specialty items and all that stuff. The bar part I could deal without, just because the late night crap. It's like I'm more of a 6, 7 o'clock at night. I'm done. I don't want to work later. I get up early in the morning. I'd come and do the janitorial work and stuff, and then open the bar, run the bar myself through lunchtime, which was a pain in the butt because the secretary gal was in the back room, but she never came out to help. I'd have like 7 tables full of people plus people at the bar, and I'm trying to serve them food while other people are waiting on drinks. Just sitting back there doing who's knows what. I mean, how much paperwork can you do? I mean, you sit there every day of the week for like 6, 8 hours. I don't know. It just irritates me how many times throughout life we've been screwed, and it's been a thing our whole family business. And we had the International Harvester Cub Cadet business, TV repair, the True Value, all that stuff. My dad was too good to people, let them run accounts, and then they never paid the accounts. Had people I'd give discounts to just to keep their business in our town. It's just, yeah, we we were too nice of people. But I was a mean, angry prick. I would fire people on my end, and my brother would hire them on his end. So they'd go whine to him, and he'd be like, "Oh, you can come work for me." And they'd just screw up just as bad with him as they did with me. People didn't learn that that's just going to cost you a ton of money. Had ladies taking money out of the till and putting it in the gambling machines and then paying themselves out for winnings, but not putting the money back in that they stole from the cash register. It's never trust anybody, even your closest friends, family, whatever. They'll screw you. If they can, they will. But yeah, Vigor, I think it was the game that I bought on Xbox for really cheap, and was excited. I wanted to play it, but I can't play it unless I have others to play with. Apparently, it leaves me in a queue waiting for people to show up, but no one's gonna ever show up because I'm not hooked up to Xbox Live or anything like that. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do for a Klondike bar? Hi, kitty cat. Can't see him, but he's just laying there purring away. Come up here, lazy. So people can see you. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not out there playing. The squirrel thinks you are. He's just squawking away, yelling at you. Yeah, he's not too happy at all. He's probably also not too happy that I trimmed a bunch of his tree branches because I don't want him going on my roof anymore. especially with those damn black walnuts. It's like I think all my eaves troughs are just packed full of those things. I think I'd be better off just ripping off the old eaves troughs and putting brand new ones up with some type of blocker thing so they don't fill up full of crap. But, but yeah, had the I know I'm milking, just trying to talk about anything I can to keep going. And we did hit the half-hour mark, so that's not bad. I like doing an hour-long show for the Thursday podcast, but this will be all right. I'll just rant a little bit more. But well, first off, yeah, as far as that goes, I just been playing some of my old Xbox games when I did veg on it a little bit the other night. But now that I'm done with 3 months of Game Pass, I'm pretty much taking a break from Xbox again for a while. I'll play some late at night before bed or whatever, but or before I read my comics before bed. But yeah, Game Pass didn't have enough to keep me interested. I'll get it again in like 6 months. Tried all the games I wanted to on there, so I'm happy about that. And I have a few that I would definitely buy if I get them really cheap. My Microsoft points that you get for free if you do your Bing searches. Uh, and on my Facebook, I posted something about that. So if you click that link and start doing your Bing searches, then I get Microsoft points. Do it, do it, do it. You get Amazon gift cards. You can get Starbucks gift cards. You can get all kinds of different Olive Gardens and all that. TJ Maxx. All the gift cards you can think of. Most of them are on there. Why not? It takes. You go on your Bing. You click the highlighted uh, pictures for the day, all the updated news, and I just go right down the line. Takes me about 5 minutes. I answer the quick questions and stuff and click on the things you got to click on. Takes about 5 minutes and you earn a bunch of points for it. Then you can also do it on your phone and get extra points by doing it on there. Uh, there's something else I was going to mention. No, I can't think of it. Hmm. Oh, the guys that came in and did some work for me in the house here, they also they patched up a hole in my drywall, which is nice because that's finally closed. That's the hole that the bat flew through and hung out in our bedroom with us in circles around the ceiling. But I had them put a window in my upper part of my garage because there was a big open square, which made no sense to me because it was huge, big enough for every rainstorm to get in there, every snowstorm. Critters could move in there. There's a whole upper loft in the garage. And he's went up there and he's like, "Oh, the old window's up there." He's like, "I could just cut a chunk out and put a screen in it," because I'm like, "Well, maybe I need that open so you don't want to overheat the attic part of the garage or your house. That's why you have vents in your ceilings. Uh, because if you overheat it, it's just gonna destroy the shingles faster. So I wanted some type of air vent going through there. So he did that. That was awesome. And then when he was up there, he's like, "There's a bunch of pictures up here. You want them?" He starts handing me all these really old pictures. I mean, these very old black and white people and stuff. The one girl looks like a Shirley Temple type, but I can't tell because there's so much dirt on the frames and glass. The backs of them were caked with those sand wasps nest all over them. So I'm just gonna take them all out of their frames and shit, and then we'll reframe anything that's important. Do whatever with it. But yeah, there was some very interesting, really old pictures in the attic of the garage. And then as he's handing me that down, he's like, "Yo, you want these tires too?" There's a truck tire on a rim, and then there was a couple that were brand new in bags. I'm like, yeah, might as well. I can sell those. Had a couple propane tanks that still felt at least half full. Handed me those down. I gave them to his partner. I'm like, you guys want these at all? Because I really don't. I have like two other propane tanks that he had in the lower part of the garage. So I'm like, I don't need four propane tanks. I'm not running anything out propane at the moment, so I'll just keep two and I'll give two away. And then he handed me down some old tins and stuff that looked pretty interesting. I didn't really pay much attention to what everything was because we were kind of going at a regular pace, and I was trying to get stuff out of his way, so he climbed down from the attic when he was done. So, but yeah, I'll be showing those pictures off in the near future once I get them out of the frame, see what they're all about. There was like a certificate and stuff for a lady and all that, so it will be fun to see what it all is. And then he's like, "There's more stuff up here if you want me to hand it down." I'm like, "Nah, I got a friend that once he knows that there's a little no, kind of a wooden 2x4s type ladder on the wall there, and that there's a loft up there with stuff in it. He's always obsessed with that, so he'll climb up there and take down whatever else needs to come out of there. So that'll be interesting once he goes up there. But yeah, I think I can shut up now. I milked it for over a half hour, and that makes me happy enough. Uh, Wish I had more comic talk and stuff for you, but it's gonna be hard this month getting a lot of stuff out for the Thursday show because I got tons of shit going every day that I get out and deal with. And plus with the wife leaving and me planning on going through a ton of shit, I will be making videos as I go through stuff, but I definitely want to work on that stuff and get my room upstairs up and running. So once she gets back, I can do live shows and stuff up there instead of sitting down here making her sit and watch TV without a volume or anything like that. Because she goes to bed by 8:30 at night, so I get to see her for 3 hours. A lot of my friends have shows during those periods, so I don't get to spend as much time as I would like with her. But that's it for today. I'm done. Keep following under the Cowl of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. Check out our Crimson Cowl Comic Club group podcast that we do. And Mondays, 5 p.m. Central, Psychotronic Squirt Guns channel. You can catch our live claim sales or you can watch the replays in my folders and uh, claim stuff that hasn't been claimed if you'd like in the comments. Sorry, I can't stop yawning now. Something about coffee and making me yawn and doing videos. Don't know what it is. And I've been making appearances on the Crazy Hungarians Friday night, 9 p.m. Central show, where we just show off stuff and shoot the shit. Fun show. Uh, but watch those things for uh, special things that might happen in the month of October. We have been talking about doing some things Halloweeny, so we'll see what happens. And we'll get back with more of these in the future, at least every Thursday, and then all the other shows the rest of the week. So check those out, and we'll be back. Thanks. Bye.